Hi, in this video we're going to talk about the OCDE organization, and our group is formed by Natalia Gil Perez, Juan Pablo Gomez, and me, Jose Manuel Hernandez.
Okay, I will talk about the information about the OECD. It's the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. It's an international organization that works to build better policies for better lives. Their goal is to shape policies that foster prosperity, equality, opportunity, and well-being for all. The OECD was established in 1948 to run the US-financed Marshall Plan for reconstruction of a continent ravaged by war. After making countries recognize themselves as interdependent in their economy, it paved the way for a new era of cooperation that managed to change the image of Europe. After this, Canada and USA joined the members of the OEEC for the signing of the new OECD Convention on December 14 on 1960. Officially, the OECD was born on September 30 on 1961 when the convention came into force. Nowadays, 39 countries are part for it. To be part of this unit to follow some requirements, which are: the country must show the willingness to be part of the OECD, then it must make the formal presentation to be part. The OECD begins to work together with the country to improve its public policies. Then the OECD invites the country to be part of the OECD club, define the standards and the roadmap that the country must present. After this, the country sent the first memorandum. The Secretary can visit the country to initiate the process of evaluating public policies, then delivers this to the committees that will evaluate and make the decision, and finally inform the country about its acceptance. In this moment, I will talk about the benefits for Colombia. First, it allows attracting foreign investment, which implies generating more employment and competitiveness, since being part of the OECD generates more confidence in the international arena. Second, there are better practice since there is better advice when making public policy, since being a member of the OECD, advice is constantly received. Third, there is constant learning since the OECD often dictates talks and debates to the members to apply the different concepts to the creation of their public policies and to improve legislation. Fourth, a constant evaluation to evaluate the internal reforms that are desired to be made for the constant improvement to the country. 5. Generate progress in education, health, employment, transparency, care for the environment, and fight against corruption. And 6. Make more efficient some processes of some regulation and administrative process of the country. And finally, positive impacts for the economy and the country's growth.
I will talk about the communities. What the communities? The communities are like to evaluate the countries like competition communities. Approved in September 2015, the communities seeks to promote competition, define against illegal building and public contracts and cartels, and protection for patents and registered trademarks. And another communities is financial markets communities and government communities. Approved in October 2015, thanks to initiative to conglomerate law, Colombia present a big change of the financial system, which under the law allowed to adjust to international standard of supervision to the cruise financial institution and their proprietary companies. Another communities that evaluate Colombia is trade communities. Its main objective is member countries to benefit from trade opportunities and adjust to changing trade patterns. Their main aims are the strengthening and opening of multilateral trading system of the contribution of macroeconomic objectives. What disadvantage Colombia had? Different people critical that Colombia aims to be member of the OECD have more interest in having more and better relations with rich countries. Another disadvantage is creates the dependence of the country at the time of making public policy the place to have comments with OECD. Another disadvantage is according to the Office to the Consul General, Colombia will need to adjust its tax system sufficiently so that is on par with what is required of member country of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. It will cost Colombia about 20 billion annually to approach the main indicators of the OECD members countries.
As Nati said, the countries that wants to be part of this organization, the OCDE, has to send a voluntarily letter to the OCDE members saying that they want to be a part of it, and of course accepting that they have to submit all these like tests and requirements and do all these kinds of like changes and improvements so that they can be part of the organization. So about Colombia's timeline, trying to get like into the OCDE and like all of these steps. So it all started in 2013 when Colombia wanted to like be part of the OCDE. Of course, remember that in that year, Juan Manuel Santos was the president of the Colombia, and now president is Iván Duque. So he wanted to be part of the OCDE because he thought that it was such an important phase for Colombia, because that could like attract more investors into our country and like to have this kind of like certain image to the world, that we're just like not a country that, you know, it's like focusing on like our internal conflict, but we rather think about like our international relations, and we think about progression, and that we of course want to attract investors, and we of course want to improve our economy in all like aspects of it. So that's what he that's why he wanted to like be part of the OCDE. So it started, as I said, in 2013. Of course, he and his like group has submitted the letter. Then of course the OCDE got it, and on March 30th, Colombia got an invitation to like be able to be part of the OCDE. And so they started with the all committees like reviewing the certain aspects that Colombia had to improve. So the first one, or like the first ones that were approved, was the Committee of Competence. It was approved in 2015, and later that year in September, it was approved the statistics of Colombia, of course, by the Committee of Statistics, and in October was approved the financial markets by the committee, and in 2016 was approved the Committee of Corporate Governance in April. In that same year, in 2016, on June 2nd, Latvia became a member of the OCDE, the 30th. It became the number 36 member, and we in Colombia still was lacking the approval of 3 committees, and that it was of course later approved So, on March 22nd in 2018, all the committees were like approved, and Colombia now was like able to be part of the OCDE, but yeah, we had to wait till like this letter of like acceptance were sent to us. So this letter came on May 25th on 2018, of course, and previous in May 30th, President Juan Manuel Santos and the secretary uh, yeah, so May 30th, 2018 in Paris in France, Juan Manuel Santos, was the president at the time, and the organization general secretary Angel Gurria, they both signed the access deal during the OCDE Minister Council's reunion.